Then you can move on to step 4, which is iterations. You look back at those 30 days. You look at what did I like or what did I not like, and what can I improve on and what could I stop doing. Having this data is important because this is when we could actually make a knowledgeable shift or pivot into whatever we're doing. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another daily vlog. Thanks for tuning back in, and if you do follow me, thank you for continuing to follow me and be patient throughout this whole process. I get that these aren't daily vlogs and I call it daily vlogs, but truly the purpose of that is to create that habit and try my best to make them daily vlogs. And right now there is a lot of going on in my life. I'm like in the middle of moving. I'm actually in the middle of waiting in line for my EDD unemployment money to come in. It's been sort of unfrozen. So yeah, a lot of going on. So once I get the move done, once I move back to my hometown, Stockton, then I'll definitely have a better schedule and a better posting schedule definitely on my YouTube. But anyways, thanks for clicking on. Today I just wanted to talk about something I just learned again on Consulting Accelerator, which is the Pendulum of Doubt. It's basically this self-doubt, this internal self-talk that we have that we recognize, but we're not always aware of, and we don't always turn the other way. Instead, we listen to this self-doubt because we think, or we don't think, we just listen to it unconsciously. This happens when we make a decision. So there's the EDD. I'm so sorry. But anyways, this happens when we make some sort of decision in our life, whether that be to get healthier, to learn something new, to try a new career, to try a new hobby, whatever the case may be. We try something new, and in the beginning of the process, not even a couple weeks into it, it could be in the very beginning portion, we have this doubt in our heads, this self-talk, where we're talking ourselves out of doing an exercise or workout, learning, reading, and we listen to this, and if we're not aware of it, we can get so far into it that we stop doing whatever we told ourselves we wanted to do a couple weeks or months ago. And this self-doubt diverts us from our goals. It diverts us from where we want to go in life because we're scared or we're afraid of what's going to happen before even going through the process and going far enough into the process to learn maybe a mistake that you're making, or learn something else new, or learn that you actually do like this thing. So the first step to getting rid of this pendulum of doubt, my bad, is number one is understanding, and it's awareness. It's really being aware that we do have this self-doubt, this negative self-talk that's unconscious in our heads. But once we're aware of it, we can move on to step 2, which is volume. You have to get far enough into the process to be able to see, if you should change routes, or if you should be doing something different, or if you're doing something right. So yeah, you have to have enough volume before moving on, before making any decision. Make sure you're understanding and you're aware, and then you have enough volume. And step 3 is data and feedback. You have to be collecting data throughout the whole process. You have to be so for workouts, for example, let's say day 1, you go throughout the workout, and following that workout, you have a journal, you have a vlog, you have something where you're taking notes of like, okay, I like this about it, and I didn't like this about it. And the next day you do the same exact thing. And for at least the volume that the Consulting Accelerator program says is 30 calls, or for workouts it could be 30 days. 30 is an easy number just because of a month. So if you have 30 days of data or 30 calls of data, or 30, whatever the case may be, 30 points of data, 30 notes of data, then you can move on to step 4, which is iterations. You look back at those 30 days. You look at, what did I like, or what did I not like, and what can I improve on, and what can I stop doing. Having this data is important because this is when we could actually make a knowledgeable shift or pivot into whatever we're doing. So for workouts, for example, after 30 days, you might find out that I don't like working out as much in the mornings as I do at night, or vice versa. Or I like working out on an empty stomach versus eating before. You know, those little things that you learn about yourself that you don't know if you're not taking the data. You don't know if you're not going that far into the process. If you try to predict what's going to happen, if you try to predict what's going to happen, you're going to remove yourself from the potential of success with whatever you're doing. So yeah, I highly encourage you to watch back to the steps, to the solutions to the Pendulum of Doubt, which is understanding, awareness, volume, listening to your data, and listening to the feedback. And number 4 is iterations and making improvements. So yeah, watch back on what I said, and I highly encourage you to be aware of that, because for myself, I think in the vlog before this, I was talking about how I wanted to make a pivot with this personal training, health coaching, life coaching thing that I'm doing. But thank God that through my meditation, I practice a lot of self-awareness, so I was able to recognize this self-critic. I was like, okay, like I'm thinking this way, but why am I thinking this way? Where is it coming from? And is it helpful, you know? And then once I was able to be aware that this was happening, I was able to realize I have no data to even make this pivot yet. So I should not make this pivot because it's not a knowledgeable pivot. It's the self-doubt that a lot of us go through. And with these solutions, I highly encourage you to implement them into your life and see. Maybe look back at the past and see what moments and big changes in your life did you make this pivot without going through these solutions, and what moments in your life did you listen to that self-doubt, and maybe run it back and see what happens with that. So thank you again for watching this vlog, and thank you for being patient with me, and I hope in some way this vlog helped you out in some way. Yeah, thank you again, and I'll see you around the channel. Thank you.